Hey guys. Well, it's pouring right now. And hopefully it'll quit. I hope it don't knock my power out. That would be a pain in the neck. So how is everyone? Let's see what's going on here. Oh goodness. Hey guys. Hold on, you know what I'm doing. Oh wait, I guess I have to turn it like this. What a pain this is. Ooh, hey Dee, hi Ellen, hey Dolores, you hear the rain? Yes. All of a sudden it started raining just before I got on here. Hey Rose, hey Barbara, hey Debbie, every time I see it, I want to say Debbie. Hey Deborah, hey Risa, hey Barbara, hi Elaine, hey Andy, hey Ruth. She's running. Oh, I'm sorry Julia, I hope you feel better. See Brian Fever and Hubs made me take minutes. He's so mean. Oh gosh. Hot as heck, right Deborah? Hey Brenda. Oh Lord, what an emotional roller coaster I have been on. Hey Jane. Well, this storm. Hey Connie. Hey Linda. You hear the rain, yes. Hey Jennifer. Well, the storm, oh my goodness. The eye has finally passed us. Hey Michelle, hey Fonda. I could walk faster than this storm has moved. Hey Elizabeth. Yes, it has finally passed us, but now we're getting, hey Linda, hey Sandy. We're getting the feeder bands. That's what you hear it here. Hey Vicky. It'll pour and then it'll stop. No, you're not going to the Bahamas. Hi Michelle. I just feel so bad for the people in the Bahamas. I don't know if you guys have seen any of the videos coming out of there, but it's absolutely horrible. Yes, so all we're getting right now is rain, stop, some wind, nothing major. Thank God. Thank you, God. Hey, Linda. Hey, Carla. Hey, Linda B. Yes, we truly, hey, Lou, we have been blessed, let me tell you. It was so stressful, on and off, on and off. Here it's not, here it's not. Hey, Barbara. Yes. Well, hopefully, they say by the time it gets up north, it's only going to be a 2. You guys are just in a little bit of the cone. I foresee it going out in the ocean. Hoping. Hey, Linda. Hey, Heidi. Hey, Michelle. Yeah, I can't tell you the emotional roller coaster I've been on. Yesterday, I got up. I had dinner and I went back to bed for 2 hours. Oh, what stress. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Vicky. If you look on the map and you see West Palm Beach and Jupiter, I'm right in the middle of it. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Deborah. So I always say West Palm Beach because nobody ever hears of Palm Beach Gardens. So it has not been fun here. It has not. So, but I thank God. I thank all of you for all your prayers, your messages, your well wishes. Hey, Cecilia. Thank you all so very much. I'm telling you, it's you really see you see who the people are that are caring, who they are. I'm just blessed to have you all in my life. I really am. Hey, Melinda. Hey, Linda. Hey, Alma. Hey, Susan. So, Yes, we definitely dodged a bullet. God has been with us. God blessed us, because those poor people in the Bahamas, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. And if you watch the map, it looks like the storm is like skirting up the side of us. And it probably is. It's just the hey Brenda, so happy to see you guys too. But thank God, thank God, thank God, it is past us. The eye is finally past us. Last night it was stalled. The night before it was stalled. It was going 1 mile an hour. They kept saying it was going to turn. It was going to turn. And nobody can breathe a sigh of relief until it turned, because it was coming straight for us. And we were only like 80 miles away from the eye. I don't know why all of a sudden I feel hoarse. Hi Shirley. Yeah, it was terrible. The stress, up and down, up and down, up and down. It was just terrible. And I pray that it doesn't hit anyone else on the East Coast or anywhere. I'm hoping it just curves out. And it looks like the, hey Marlene, hi Pamela. It looks like the cone is kind of just skimming the coast. So hopefully it'll just go out to sea. Hi Bev. But the good thing is, hey Jane, even if God forbid it hits anybody else, it's only a category 2. That doesn't scare me. Category 1, category 2, that doesn't scare me. But when we're talking about category 5, 180 mile an hour winds, my house I don't think would withstand it. So, and that's the other thing. I live in a wood frame house. If I had a CBS house, I don't think I'd be as concerned. Hey Shirley. They called the warning off. Good. Hey Elaine. Yes, but again, thank you all so much for your prayers and your messages, and I'm blessed, like I said, to have you all in my life. I truly am. So tonight we are going to I'm going to attempt to make a witch's hat, a fall wreath, and a Christmas angel. We'll see how far I get. I did a lot of prepping, and Evelyn's grandson, he is 6, so Evelyn had to run over to her daughter. Okay, Barbara, thanks. Hey, Jean. Hey, Kay. Storm will be here Thursday night into Friday, category 2, downsizing 201. Yes, Brenda. Hopefully not. Hopefully it'll keep going out to sea. Hey, Pam. Hey, Maria. Hey, Kay. So all I could say is, oh, thank God. Thank God. So, yes, so I'm going to put the camera down because I have a lot that I think I'm going to do. We'll see. I think I will take a drink because my throat is dry. But yes. Hey, Gary. We're going to put the camera down and start on our witch's hat. Hey, Marion. Hey, Michelle. Oh, Michelle's saying hi to Gary. I already said hi to you, girl. Hey, Nancy. Thank you. Thank you all so much. So, yeah, thank you, Carol. Yes, it's been a hell of a week, let me tell you. And I don't think I've ever seen a storm go so slow. I don't walk very fast, but I think I could have walked faster than this storm. Oh, you're welcome, Gary. I'm glad you got it. Yes, thank you all so much. I just, I really appreciate all of you. Hi, Gail. Hey, Doris. Me too, girl. Praying that it turns out to sea. I have a feeling it will. This is a witch's hat. It comes from the Dollar Tree. It comes with black tinsel all over it. And me see if I could grab one and show you what it looks like before I take everything off of it. Awesome, Gary. Hey, Christina. So this is what it looks like before I took it all this stuff off of it. Thanks, Nancy. Me too, girl. Oh gosh. And this is what you come out with when you take all that black stuff off. Awesome, Dolores. So what I'm using to wrap it tonight is the tinsel that I got last year. Actually, it's, what do you call this stuff? Oh, I'll bet, Barbara. I just drank, Gary. I did. So, this is tulle. That's what it is. It's tulle. And that's what I'm going to attempt to wrap this thing in. So we'll see if it'll work. I'll probably have to double and triple it. But I got it last year. So, but I think I've seen it again this year. So it's actually tulle that I got from the Dollar Tree also. Last year I got about a case of it. So, that's what we're going to attempt to use. Hey, Carol. So I'm going to tie it on with a zip tie. It's nice to see you guys too, Debbie. I just messaged you to make sure you're okay. Oh, hey, Michelle. I think I saw it come across. Yes. Thank God we're finally okay. The storm eye has passed us. And now we just get bouts of rain on and off. So I'm just using a zip tie and attempting to tie this on here. Come on, get over there. And then we'll get started wrapping it. So yeah. Michelle, I messaged you, girl. Did you get my message? I messaged you on your phone. Alright, so. Oh, that was good. How you like that? How you like that? I didn't tie it to anything. That's not going to work very well. Oh, Christmas. I've been working on one of those this evening. Mine is black and orange. I still have to put adornments on my... Awesome, Marlene. Yeah. It would help if you tie it to something. That would really be better. Okay, I messaged your phone, girlfriend. So, anyway, how have you all been? I've missed you guys. It's been, I've been bored. I wish I could have gone live. I would have, believe me, but I was worried about my power going on and off. Well, finally, they sent, because the weather hasn't been that bad, they sent a truck over to cut the trees away from the branches. Hey, Bev, I've missed you guys too terribly. Let me tell you. I've missed you all terribly. So, thanks, Barbara. So, ever since they cut the trees away from the branches, thank God we haven't had any power outages. But it was going on and off the other day, and we weren't even hardly getting any rain or any wind. So I thought, well, this is great. Wait till we really get bad weather. So all you do is wrap whatever you want. You could use ribbon. You could use regular mesh. I'm just using this tulle that I got last year, like I said. Hey, Mary Lou. And I'm using it up because, you know, me and Tool don't get along very well. But it works pretty good for this. So you just try to wrap it as tightly as you can. A lot of people cut these little nubbies off along here, but I don't, because it's just a pain and it isn't necessary. I mean, you can if you want, but I don't. Hey, Willie! Girl, you're not going to get it. It's going to go out to sea. And hey, by the time it gets there, even if, God forbid you do get it, it's only going to be a 1 or a 2, and they're not bad at all. I'd welcome a 1 or 2 over a 5, let me tell you. Was it, Pam? Don't you love it? Ugh. Mine was out for like 4 or 5 hours not too long ago. And it's all because they don't cut the trees away from the power lines. It's ridiculous. So, you guys up there, be safe. Don't take any unnecessary. If you're supposed to evacuate, evacuate. It's better to be safe. Thanks, Carla. So you get to this point and you have to tie another zip tie on it because we need another roll. But yeah, Hey, Francis. Thanks. Thank you. I've missed you guys. Let me tell you, I've been so bored. If I had stuff in my house, I would have gone live from my house. But all the stuff is in the she shed. And I was worried about the shed because it's not as high off the ground as my... Oh, I know, Pam. It's not as high off the ground as my house is. So... Yeah, I think so too, Brenda. Hi, Jeanette. So I was worried about all the stuff on the floor, you know, close to the floor out here. So I came out here and tried to take things off the floor. Oh, these stupid little zip ties. Turn my inland. Oh, you be safe, Willie, but it's going to go out to sea, girl. I just know it. This stupid little zip tie. Getting a different one. I'm not playing. I got things to do. I don't have time to mess around with that chintzy little zip tie. Maybe this one's too big. I can't win. I can't win. Try another one. So, thanks, Tammy. Thomasville? I used to work for Thomasville Furniture. Long time ago. Hey, Deborah. So, I'm trying really hard to get this zip tie to cooperate. This is the third one now. There. Finally. Jeepers. Hey, Karen. Hey, Deborah. Alright, so I'm just going to tuck this part underneath the prior. And get another roll. And start wrapping again. Hey, Faye! Is that my best buddy Rita coming on there? Hey, Nancy! Awesome, girl. Have to look for it. Hey, Jennifer! So now you just start again with a new roll. Evelyn had something going on with her grandson or her daughter, so she had to run over there. Hopefully everything's okay and she will be on soon. Hey Kay, listen, I'm gonna be here for a while. I've got some things to do. I have some things planned for tonight. Hey Harriet. Oh yes, you guys will be fine up there. You'll be fine. Let me tell you, I'd welcome a 1 or a 2. Well, not welcome it, but when you have a 5 staring at you, oh, that's pretty bad. Thanks, Cinder. This is actually tulle I'm using. No to Barbara. Hey, Lourdes. Where did you get the frame and the mesh? This is a Dollar Tree witch's hat. Faye. Looks just like this. And I took all this stuff off. And I saved that stuff. And I'm just using the frame. Awesome, Donna. Hopefully I won't be on here by myself. It is a weekday, I know. So just continue now with the next row, next package. Yes, all this is Dollar Tree tulle that I'm using, and I have seen it again this year on their website, so hopefully I don't need another roll of it and I can get to the end with this roll. Hey Faye, I'm good now. Finally, girl. This stupid storm has finally passed us. At least the eye has. We are still getting some rain bands coming in. You're welcome. So, I'm going to make this roll work. I'm not opening another roll just for that little piece up there. And I think, pretty sure the mesh will cover it anyway. So, I am gonna keep it at 2 rolls. Thanks, Barbara. Thanks, Donna. I like it too. It's pretty neat. It comes in different colors. It comes in gold, purple, and silver, and then this orange. And unfortunately it only comes out in the fall. I wish they made it like with different, Christmas stuff, but they don't. So I'm going to stop there because I'm not opening another roll just for that one bottom piece here. Now when you're rolling it on, make sure you get I leave this comes on it, this hanging string. Just make sure you don't cover it up when you're rolling it. All right. Get rid of all this stuff. I'll tell you, I've never seen such a slow-moving storm in my entire life. Let me see if this says how much is on here. They actually call it sparkle mesh. It's only 3 yards on the roll. It's only got 3 yards on it. Alright, so I already prepared a bunch of these, and again I put the wrong color on here. And I cut these 8 inches, and I just did the ruffle method. Thanks, Barbara. So I'm going to rotate black, purple, and orange. Now, I normally, last night when I did the Santa hat, I only put it on the middle row, and it was enough. So we shall see. I'm only putting it on this middle row right here. I agree, Faye. We'll have to all pray for you guys now. I'll be praying for you guys. But I think it's just going to go out to sea. I'm not a weather person, but that's what it looks like to me. You just wonder how that storm could just turn and turn and turn as long as it did. Oh my goodness. It's just so sad. Those poor, poor people. We are already here in Florida dispatching people to help them over there. So yes, we pray for everyone else now. That's the storm has been a real pain in the neck for everybody. I know it's still moving slow, but last night it was just stopped pretty much. It was only moving like 1 mile an hour, and that was the problem we were having, because I couldn't relax until we saw that northern turn, because it was just moving due west right at us. So until that thing turned, I just couldn't relax. So you just wonder how something can just stay for so long, keep churning like that. No, it's only moving, what is it, like 6 miles an hour now? So I'm just rotating between black, orange, and purple. Has now hit fresh warm water, wanted to reach through the, and say, hush man. I know, Carol, but it was out there. They're saying that it was churning for so long that it was able to churn up the cold water or cool water, which doesn't help it. So thankfully it has lost a lot of its strength, and hoping it doesn't hit anyone over here, but I really think it's going to go out. You know, when I first moved to Florida, I don't know what it was. Wreath form. How many inches would you go with a 21-inch measure? You mean poofs, Jennifer? If you're talking about poofs, I would do 10-inch poofs. Pieces are cut to what length? 8 inches, Donna. So yes, I would go with 10-inch poofs. You could even go 12-inch poofs if you want, but I think 10 inches is a good, you know, a good poof. That's going to be a big, if you go too big, you know, if you make them too big, the poofs, then you're going to have a huge wreath. And if you're mailing it, that's going to be really expensive. Christine, this is tulle on the top that I used, and I got it last year from the Dollar Tree, but I do see that they have it again this year. So look on the website. I ordered it. Last year I didn't even mess with trying to find it at the store. And I think I'm gonna order some of the confetti balls too, because my Dollar Trees don't have it, of course. Right, Delphia? I know you forget sometimes. I made a lot last year too. So you can put a bow on the top, or you can put a pom-pom, which is what I'm going to do. Only because I want to do so many other things tonight. So I'm just going to put a pom-pom up there. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on here. Hey Christine, yeah, I had to leave Katie and come in here. I was watching too. You didn't use tulle, but this is about the only thing I use tulle for. About the only thing, because me and tulle just don't get along. It's tulle, Lourdes. This stuff is tulle. And I got it at the Dollar Tree last year, like I said, but look on their website. It's on it. I looked and it was there. So that's how I ordered it last time, last year. Because my dumb old Dollar Trees don't have a lot. You don't like the feel of it? Yeah. Well, this isn't as bad, and they actually call this sparkle mesh. They don't call it tulle, but I know tulle when I see it. Yes, they have black and silver, black and gold. Thanks, Kay. And they have black and orange and black and purple. I got a bunch of this cut. I don't know if I'll need it all. But if I don't, then we'll just make another one. I was watching Katie. She said she sells these for $45. Sometimes $50. And she gets it in New York. Of course, she puts a big bow on the top. So that helps. The weather is just on and off rain, but I'll take that in a minute. Thanks, Pam. Katie with Crazy Maisie Creations. You sold, yeah, that's what I did, Delphia. I sold mine for $20, $25. You have some from last year that has got the leaves on it. I don't know what had the leaves on it, Carol. All right, get out of there. You know, I cut the chenille stems in thirds, but if you don't care about using a lot of chenille stems, I would just cut them in half, because it's hard to grab them when they're in thirds. Especially using this middle row. Hi, Becky! So if you're not following my page, please do so. We are very close to creeping up to 4,000. I'm so excited. Well, we have a little ways to go. Oh, I got you, Mary Lou. Thanks, Becky. I've been thinking about all of you guys too. I thought, oh, I can't wait to go live again. All of it came from Dollar Tree. All of it. It all came from the Dollar Tree. Even the frame. So I hope I have enough. I think I should definitely have enough cut. But do you, Holly? Yeah. Oh, you didn't look right? Send me a picture, Carol. I could see if I could help you out. So again, like I said, if you're not following my page, please do so. Once we reach 4,000, we're going to have a thank you gift. How many yards on the tool? 3 yards, Pam. I just read the tag. It only has 3 yards on it. So I did use 2 rolls of it. And I cut 1 roll of each of these colors on the 6-inch mesh. I just looked at tool on their website, coming in 4 colors. Yeah, I had to buy a whole case, Alma, last year. And I did. And I've been using it. So it comes in silver, gold, orange, and purple. Yes, I cut it 8 inches. Did somebody? Yeah, sorry, Lynn. I did cut it in 8 inches. Sometimes I miss the comment. Zooming by. It's kind of hard to grab these little zip ties when you're putting it only on the middle row, because that middle row is deep inside the frame. So after I get done, then I get my needle nose pliers and tighten them and turn them all in. My comments aren't scrolling. Thanks, Alma. Thanks, Carol. The weather is just on and off rain, thank goodness. Oh, that sounds pretty, Carol. And it's the eye has passed us, finally. Thank you, Sandra. Has finally passed us. So the joys of living in Florida, let me tell you. If it wasn't for my family being here, I wouldn't hesitate to move. It's just too stressful for me. But you know, anywhere you go, it was awfully slow moving. Anywhere you go, you have weather issues. But these hurricanes and tornadoes and earthquakes, they're just too severe. I'll take a blizzard any day. Any day. But when I was younger, I think I was starting to say, when I was younger, I used to be able to predict these hurricanes. For some reason, I just knew what they were going to do. My neighbor used to always come over and ask me if she should put her shutters up. Yes, I know. I'll take a blizzard any day over a hurricane, let me tell you. But now that I'm older, I can't predict it, but something was telling me to relax, 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 you know? But there's no relaxing when you're my age anymore. But I had all you guys praying, and it could only go one way, you know. Prayer, the power of prayer. I truly believed that the power of prayer. That's awesome, Pam. Hey, Pat. How you doing, girl? Yeah, I mean, you know, people have tornadoes, earthquakes. Hey, Lana. Everyone has something, but I don't know. Hey, Lucy. Might have been, Michelle. It very well might have been. But I kept thinking, with so many people praying, how could it not go well? How could it not? You know? So now we have to pray for our neighbors up north. But I really don't think it's going to go in there. I really don't. But don't listen to me. Listen to your weather report. Thank God it won't be as bad as it was here. Me too, Holly. I'll take a blizzard any day. My husband, he was sweating it, I think. Welcome, Christine. We have a first-time watcher, everybody. Please welcome Christine. He was sweating it too, but he doesn't tell me because he knows I sweat enough for all of us. You have the nor'easter. I know what that is. What is wrapped around the hat? Looking good. Lana, it's tulle from the Dollar Tree, but they actually call it, what do they call it? Sparkle mesh, I think. But it's tulle. And you can find it on their website. But you have to buy a case, of course. So if you would like to know when I'm live again, unfortunately, the only way is to click on the 3 dots at the top and turn on the notifications. Hopefully I'll get this. I know. I pray for the people in the Bahamas. What an awful shame. Pray to get my messages working soon. Thanks, Susan. I'm almost done with the mesh part. And I really don't think you have to add to any other row but the middle row. I mean, you can if you want to. Evelyn, you're here. Yay! How's it going, Evelyn? Thanks, Lana. What did you cut the mesh? Angie, I didn't cut any of the top, but the bottom, this part, I cut 8 inches, and it's 6-inch mesh. And I just keep adding until I think I have enough cut. Connie, set your reminder. We have class with Damon tomorrow. Oh, I know, Pam. I hope I can at 8 o'clock, right, Pam? Okay. Hopefully everything's okay, Evelyn. Hey, Tracy. So yeah, we're trying to get to 4,000. We have a couple milestones we're trying to hit, and I have some thank you gifts to give away. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not. And if we get to 250 viewers, I have a thank you gift. things are a pain in the you-know-what sometimes. So now we all have to pray for our friends in the Carolinas. Hopefully they won't get this storm. Don't I have a sale coming up? Oh, a sale. Yes, I do, Pam. Friday night, guys. Friday night at 7. I have an auction sale coming up. So much fun. Oh, hey, Lisa. I didn't see your other comment. I'm doing much better now. Thank you. Now that this thing is finally moved. So, yes, Friday night at 7, we have an auction sale. Oh, okay, Julia. Have a good night. So mark your calendars. It's always a fun night to do the auctions. They're really fun. It does, I know, Carol. My daughter has to take those. She's got asthma pretty bad. All my other kids grew out of it, but she didn't, unfortunately. So is Lori here? Did I miss Lori coming in? Coming up, we have Unique in the Creek. 2 wreaths I'm doing, and they are going to be awesome. I'm going to do a Christmas angel, and I'm going to do a fall wreath on the Unique in the Creek boards. So that is all coming up. Okay. I didn't think I saw Lori. There's Lori. How are you, Lori? If I miss your comments, please repeat them. I hate when I miss people's comments. I don't ever want anyone to think I'm ignoring them, because that bothers me. Truly bothers me. And Evelyn's my doll that helps me so much. So if you want to know anything, just read her comments. I know this was going to be time consuming, putting this part of the mesh on. That's why I wanted to make sure I had them all wrapped already. All these are little ruffles. You just scrunch up the middle. Yes, thank you, Evelyn. Come on. So you could choose to use the other 2 rows if you don't want to use the middle row. Thanks, Connie. But I think it's easier just to do the middle row. Then you usually don't have to add anymore. It's just hard because it sticks up, so you have to grab. And if you've got little pieces of zip or Chanel stems, then sometimes it's a little hard to grab them. Don't have any more black. Alright, so this is how I made the ruffles. Just scrunched. There's an 8-inch piece, and I just scrunched up the middle. That's it. get the little piece of Chanel stem and wrap it. I'm going to get some of that sparkle mesh from, yes, Holly. Unfortunately, you probably have to, well, I don't know how your Dollar Trees are, but my Dollar Trees aren't real good about carrying everything. I never did find the pumpkin frames. Thanks, Lana. So I just used the other pumpkin frames. Pumpkins don't usually sell for me that much, so we'll see if this one does. I just made one the other night on the other frame, but see, the rain is here again. It just stopped for a little while. That's what we've been getting all day is, they call them the feeder bands, I guess. Yes, try the store, Holly. Good luck. You ordered some 6-inch mesh to do angels. Yeah. Hobby Lobby has 6-inch mesh, and it's really not too bad. I kind of like their 6-inch mesh. You got a wire one, Mary Lou? Our stores are definitely lacking in the wire frames. I know, Bertha. They've been sold out for a while. So far, so good, Christine. It's definitely wet out there. Like I said, I was worried about my shed because it's not as high up as the house. So they got a lot of stuff in here. I was really worried about it flooding. Just a little bit more to go. Did they, Pam? You know, I hardly ever go in Joann's. It's been a long time since I've gone in Joann's. I wish you guys lived closer to me. I need a shopping buddy. I always have to have my husband take me. And he's pretty good about taking me sometimes, but not as often as I like to go. Awesome, Evelyn. Dolores, you make some beautiful Indian wreaths, girl. Beautiful. Yeah, I know. And that's another thing. Mailing them when they're too big. But 22 isn't too bad. I have not seen any of the wire frames at all. And I went to 3 different stores. Aw, thanks, Dolores. I know, I wish you lived closer, Alma. Nobody lives near me. I used to have a girlfriend that lived close by that we used to shop, but she moved to Tennessee. Why does everyone have to move away? You're welcome, Lana. I know I got a lot of candy canes wreaths last year, frames. That's another thing that, believe it or not, did not sell that great for me. Me too, Mary Lou. Me too. All right. I'm getting Venus witch's hat song. Come on, hurry up already. I know, Pam. We need to get out of that wheelchair, girl. Nope, can't be ordered. I tried to order them. Really, Tracy? Well, that's sad. I can understand being sad that your friend moved away, but not to stop talking to them. You know what I hate? Don't you hate if you have a disagreement with someone and you take the time out to, or you take it upon yourself to apologize, even if it's not your fault? I hate when people just don't accept your apology. How do people do that? It just really bothers me that some people, just if you do one little thing that they don't like, that's it. You're never going to be spoken to again. Awesome, Pam. Put more ribbon out and the truck was gone. Really, Evelyn? I haven't been back to Sam's because that's not good for me. I can't go to Sam's. I have a big bill with Sam's right now. I cannot go back there. Is Venus on here? Hey, Venus. Just in case I don't see you. Grab everything, everything, everything. Yep, you have to ask. That's why I spend too much when I go shopping, because I don't get to go often enough. So when I do go, I'll buy things even if I think I need them. Trying to think if Pam had the electric chairs. I think everybody has to have those. I do, Faye. I wrap the candy canes with ribbon. I've done them with mesh. I've done them all different ways. I haven't seen Jinx, Willie. Hey, Candy. Hey, Venus. I said hi to you already, girl, because I didn't want to miss you. All right, just a few more to go. I know, Holly. Doesn't it bother you? I mean, it takes a lot for someone to apologize to somebody, and then when they don't accept it, I think that's just plain sad. Plain old sad. But some people are like that. I have someone who actually unfriended me and blocked me, and I have no idea why. No idea what I did. It really bothers me too, because I have no idea what I did. Yep. You like the loop method, Christine? You mean the pull-through method? Someone named Jinx sent me a friend request, and I just wanted to know if it was here. It could be, Willie. Jinx does lives. She was just on, was it yesterday? Well, that's how you find out, Holly. That's how you find out. I don't know, Willie. She was here. She does lives. But you know what, guys? I have to stop, and I'm not doing this to be mean, but I have to stop accepting friend requests on my personal page. The reason is I'm missing a lot of posts from my family, and I don't like that. So I'm going to stick to my Connie's Peeps page. If you'd like to join, it's free. I love you all. I love you all tremendously, but I cannot keep accepting friend requests because I'm missing posts from my family, and I don't like that. So I feel bad though. I feel bad doing that. But you know, everything bothers me. Buffalo burlap? Really? Yeah, I don't blame you, Willie. I usually recognize names, you know, but I'm missing a lot of posts from my family because I have too many other posts. So I have to try to stop accepting from everyone. Thanks, Janet. Although it bothers me. But you know, Facebook, you know, how could you have like 400 friends and only see the same 5 people over and over again? I know, Tracy, but I still feel bad. Okay, I think that's good for now. And you see, it looks full. You don't have to really add any more. I don't see the frame at all. So, I'm going to put all this in the basket. And I could always add more. Thanks, Elma. I know, Deborah. And that's why I always say, please don't be upset. Hey, Ted, how are you? If I don't accept your friend request, it doesn't mean I don't love you to pieces. It's just that I'm not seeing my family's posts. So, all right. Our last step on this is you could put a bow on the top if you want to. And I have done that. I have put bows on the side here, but we're not going to spend all that time on this because I have 2 other things I want to do. Doing good, doing good. So I'm just going to add this pom-pom right here to the top. And if I want to later, I can always add a bow. But like I said, I have other things to do tonight. So, thanks, Connie. So yeah, I sell these for $25. But Katie says she sells hers for $45, $50. I know, right, Holly? Thanks, Carla. I'm going to bed, guys. Got knee surgery. Oh, well, good luck, Willie. We love you. Hope all goes well. I'm sure it'll go fine. My dad's 83 years old. He had knee surgery. He was up walking around the next day. Which in a big city. So, that's the witch's hat. And again, you could add like ribbon tails if you want. You can add bows. You sell yours for $35? Yeah. All right. Let's move on. Move on. Here we are. You know, me and my favorite Unique in the Creek. Ted. Let me brush off this sparkles. You know, sparkle, sparkle. Thanks, Elma. Yeah. You know me, I always sell everything too cheap. But I'd rather sell them and sell them than not sell them at all because they're too expensive. So if anyone would like that witch's hat, it's $25 plus shipping. And if it doesn't sell, it will be in the auction sale on Friday. Okay. Let's put all this stuff away. So we're going to make a fall wreath now. I know, right, Christine? We're going to use this truck sign. And we're going to use this orange 21-inch, which I don't usually do, but oh, sorry guys, I just bumped into you. Oh, right, Wendy? I know, zip tie guns are fun to use. All right, Carla, you going to bed, girl? So we're going to use this mesh that I got from TMI Gifts. You do, Wendy? I actually got it, and I'm a little concerned because of the squares, so we'll see how it covers. Oh, really, Jane? Sorry to hear that. I know there's... the devastation there was just so terrible. And the stupid storm just wouldn't move. That was the bad part. Alright. I always save the wrappers that I take off the mesh, because you can reuse them. Let's see, this is the mesh I'm using, and I got it from TMI Gifts. It's actually called designer netting. It's called designer netting, and it came from TMI Gifts. Hey Leslie, how you doing, girlfriend? So, we're going to do 10-inch poofs all the way around. We're making a fall wreath now. A fall wreath, and then I'm going to make a Christmas angel as the finale. I know, it's so bad. It's so bad down there. I'll cut off some of this. I don't have a hanger on. You know me, Tracy. I don't have a hanger on yet. Alright, so put some glue on the board to hold this beginning mesh that you're starting with. Well, I don't know what oh, I have to make a blue and white angel tomorrow night, Pam. Tonight I'm making a Christmas angel. I also have to make another rail. By the way, if anyone would like a rail, the digital download rail. Please, I made a chocolate. Oh, girl, Christine. Girl, you know what I made today? I made no-bake cookies. You guys ever make those? A peanut butter and oatmeal, and I made it mostly for my granddaughter, but you know, I knew I had to have it. You knew it, Tracy? So I have to make a rail coming up this week. So, yes, you love them. I know they're good, right? All right, we're going to do 10-inch poofs. Hopefully this is going to work because this is 21-inch mesh. Golden burgundy angel from my niece's wedding. Awesome, Tracy. Yeah, what is chocolate oil cake? Hey, Danita from Louisiana. You can comment, but can't see comments. Danita, I'll tell you how to do this. You're on your iPad, right? Go out of the video, come back, turn your iPad up and down. Make sure your picture turns. If it does not turn, your rotation lock is on. You have to unlock it and then turn it up and down and come back in. But you make sure you do it before you come back in. Hey Connie, how you feeling, girl? Oh, that sounds good, Christine. Turn it up and down. Make sure your picture turns. If it does not, your rotation lock is on. Unlock it. Turn it up and down and come back in. Okay, I think this is going to be pretty. Oh, I have rails that we make, Pam. Go back and watch the video on my rails, digital download rails. Believe it or not, I think I'm the only one doing it. Now you're freezing? I wish I could say that. Hey, Kathleen from Kentucky. Yes, we are slowly creeping to 4,000 followers. We're getting there. So if you are not following, please do so. We have thank you gifts. Janie, these are chenille stems with confetti balls glued on. Glad you're feeling better, Connie. Awesome, Danita. She's Danish from Walmart today. My son ate every one of them. Oh gosh. Sons are like that. Okay. Hey, Deborah. Not sure. Did I answer you? If I didn't answer you, then send it again. Unless you were just wishing me well, then no, even then I would have still answered you. I have rails that I make. You pick out the digital download you want on them. And I showed all the downloads on my video. The next video after the rail. The very next video I showed all the downloads I had. That's at the end, so thanks, Jean. I think it's pretty too. I actually got it in a kit with TMI gifts, but I'm sure they have it, you know. Well, I think they would have it, but if you put in Connie all lowercase with TMI gifts, you get 10% off. Thanks, Leslie. Baby chicks could not resist. Awesome, Patricia. Okay, Venus. I take it it's not good news by that sad face. Thanks, Danita. The digitals are on uniqueinthecreek.com. What's the name of this mesh? Did I throw it away? Hey, Donna. Awesome, Deborah. Let's see. It is called Designer Netting at TMI Gifts. Designer Netting. Yeah, it's easy to work with, Wendy. Step out for a minute. What's a chocolate oil cake? I think she said it was made with Wesson oil, very moist. And she's gonna have to post the recipe, girl. I bet it would be moist. So I didn't put any confetti balls on the inside zip tie or Chanel stems because the sign's gonna cover them. So thanks, Venus. She's gonna have to post that recipe for that chocolate oil cake. It's not real soft, Pam. No. This is the big board, Deborah. By the way, if you guys would like these Unique in the Creek boards, please go to my website. And the link, it should be the first link about affiliate links. Click on the uitc.com or uniqueinthecreek.com. Put in Connie M at checkout and you get 10% off. The instructions are there. Oh, hey, Carolyn. Me too, girl. Thanks, Debbie. Yeah, it was touch and go for a while, let me tell you. How you feeling, girl? Can't believe you're driving. You're so bad. I'm just doing 10-inch poofs all the way around. Where do you get the confetti balls? Hobby Lobby, Kathy. They're usually, well, they have them all over the store, unfortunately. You have to look for them. Usually in the party aisle or, I know, girl. Or they'll have them in the fall aisle, Christmas aisle. Did you? Yes, I did, Christine. Karen, it has finally moved away from us. The eye has passed us, finally. Yeah, I'll bet he does, Carolyn. Connie, are you? Yes. Monkey said if they follow your link, they don't have to put... Well, that's not what I heard, Evelyn. I don't know. That's not what I heard. So, I would put the link in. Yes, Venus. I had so many awesome people praying that I'm blessed, believe me. You guys are awesome. It's raining again. Oh, I know, Karen. So sad what those poor people went through. And it just stayed there for so long. It's terrible. I'll have to check on that, but I'm pretty sure you have to put in Connie M at checkout also on Unique in the Creek after you click on the link. I'm measuring them with my cutting board mat. there's measurements on my mat. Energy. My glasses on, so I got. Oh, Barbara! Oh no, girl! I'm sorry to hear that. Thanks, Karen. Yes, it's been a trying week. Do you play Evelyn? She sure is a great friend, always giving us what she needs. I know, Connie. She is an awesome friend. She really is. She took that upon herself to help me. Unfortunately, there's no payroll to pay her. But I did just send her a little free gift. I did. She is a big help for me. So I'm just going to continue. What's your trick, Wendy? Oh, you're talking to Barbara. Oh. Yes. Yes, we'll be praying for you, Barb. What is with you guys falling? You guys need to quit doing that. I told you, did I tell you guys how I tripped like 3 times at a party we went to not too long ago? I was about giving my husband a heart attack. Well, they had this little tiny step that I didn't see. And then I tripped over their sliding glass door step. And then I tripped over a pole. Oh, I know. So, yes, Evelyn is a true doll. Oh, you too, Wendy? I think Candy can probably relate to all that. I know, right, Janet? Me too. Your husband falls? Oh. Yes, we're sorry to hear that. I hate hearing when you guys are getting hurt. So we're at the end. At the end, I always untie the Chanel stem and do the last poof. I was actually watching the Crafters Convention last night, enjoying it again. Hi, Mariana. Oh, you got inner ear. I know what that is. I know, right, Evelyn? I'm trying, girl. I'm behind. I'm behind on crafting. You did, Carol? Very good. I like it, right, Donna? So we're going to the next row. You don't have to do a poof to go to the next row. Just pull it tight and go on to the next row and then continue around. Normally I start this on the inside row, but when I'm doing it on the Unique in the Creek, I always start on the outside row. Oh no. Awesome, Carol. I know, Candy's got the same issues going on. That neuropathy stuff is not good. What's going on Thursday, Evelyn? By the way, did you get your test results, girl? Is it going to be a pumpkin? No, Danina. I made a pumpkin the night before last, was it? This is going to be what do you call it? A fall wreath. Oh, Tracy. I'm on a CPAP. I don't know how the heck they got a reading though, because I don't feel like I slept for 5 minutes. So if anyone wants, the witch's hat is $25 plus shipping. This will be $45 plus shipping. We'll keep our fingers crossed, Wendy. I did, Susan, right before this. You'll have to watch the replay, girl, but don't leave yet. I did a witch's hat. Oh, goodness, girl, you didn't tell me. I didn't know. Well, I pray everything goes okay. Yes, hopefully you'll get it, Wendy. You need to get out of that truck, girl. TMI Gifts, Nancy. I got the truck at TMI Gifts. This actually all came as a kit. But what I'm charging for the wreath is about what I paid for the kit. You're welcome. I also I only get 10% off, but if you go to TMI Gifts and put Connie in lowercase, you get 10% off. Even on sale items, they're really good about that. Lorraine, what did I miss? What did you ask? Let me go back and see. I do not see a question, Lorraine. Nope. There is no question, Lorraine. Ask again. Hi, Harper. You're new. Welcome. Everyone, please welcome Harper. All right, so you don't need to put anything on the next, you don't have to use the next row on the board. Just go on to the middle row. I think it's covering pretty good. Yes, I do not see a comment, Lorraine. Ask your question again. Facebook does that. You brought home a monster? What you mean, girl? How did the stems with the little balls fit through the holes on the form? Bonnie, I put the Chanel stems on first, and then I glued the balls to the end of them. just regular Chanel stems, and I glued the balls to the end of them. I need to make this a little bit smaller, because that one looked a little bit big. You're welcome. Make sure I get them all. I think I'm on the last one. Oh, that's funny, Candy. Awesome, Venus. All right, we're on the last one on this row. Where did you get the balls? Hobby Lobby, Sandra. Thanks, Bertha. Thanks, Leslie. Hey, Reba. Alright, so we're on to the last row. Hey, Diane, you're not late. You're just glad you're here. You're welcome, Sandra. Okay. Thanks, Leslie. Yeah, I like to use the balls. Through the last 4 stems. Did Lorraine ask again? Because I didn't see anything. I see that, Lorraine. It says no comment yet. I see that. Ask your question. That's the first time other than answer please that I saw anything. I see that too. It says, oh Lord, not working tonight. Are you not seeing your comments, Lorraine? Because I know how to fix that if you're not. I know I'm not seeing what you're saying except the last few. You didn't miss much, Reba. Just putting the mesh on, girl. Getting close to the end. I think I have 2 more to do. I don't know. Lorraine, can you see comments? Because I know how to fix them if you can't. Oh, you see them? Okay. Okay, what was your question? Because now I'm seeing what you're saying. Yes, I know. Facebook does like to filter that you use on the pipe cleaner. Yes, Diane, they're styrofoam balls. Thanks, Tracy. I think We're on the last poop. Last one. Do you punch holes in the balls before gluing? Alma, I just used the tip of my glue gun and just poke a little hole in it and then put a little bit of glue in it. Okay. Now that's it for the poofs. You're welcome. Now we're going to cut this off. Hey, Teresa. I'm all right, girl. Yeah, I do have to drink. You're right. All right, let me glue this down to the board. This is the last piece I just cut off. Thanks, Candy. I like it too. Came from TMI Gifts. It's called Designer Mesh. Thanks, Marlene. All right. Well, I think that made a pretty good full wreath. This is 21 inch, yes. 21 inch mesh. And I'll show you on the back. I did not use all the rows of the board because, as you can see, you don't have to. You use this row, the next row. You do not need to use this row, and you use those 4 rows in the middle. Right, Candy? All right, I'm going to take a drink. Okay. I love TMI Gifts too. They have some great products. Okay, so now we're going to add our truck. Is that the what, Kay? I'm going to make sure I tie these good and tight. Yes, this is the large board. Click on my link, put in Connie M at checkout, all capital, and you get 10% off. I got my glue gun, Lori, on Amazon. I don't know what brand it is. Doesn't really have a brand, but it was $13 and change. Wait, did you say glue gun? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said I got the glue gun at Walmart. It's a Shore Bonder. Thought you said zip tie gun because that's what everyone's always asking. I'm going to fold down these Chanel stems. Thank you, Venus. I appreciate that. All right, so okay, so So we're going to put the truck on, and it looks like it's wood, so I'm going to staple the chenille stems on them. You're welcome. So, what was I gonna say? I forget. Oh, I'm wondering, you know how we get glue on our mat? Well, alcohol takes it off really well. I'm wondering if that goo be gone stuff. I see you now, Lorraine. Did you ask again something? Oh, girlfriend, we're really... I see you now, but I don't see you before now. Okay, the last comment I see is where you answered that you see your comments. Hi, Nellie. I'm glad you caught me too. Are you going to use ribbon or a bow? Ribbon tails, Danita. Hey, Deborah. Small board. It said do not ship to this country. What? Deborah, are you in the USA? 5X. Lorraine, what is 5X? Yes, 5X. Oh, 5 times. You asked a question 5 times. Ask right now, because I could see you right now. Ask it. Ask right now. Let me grab a chenille stem real quick. Okay, Carol. All right, so we're gonna try stapling this, and hopefully we have good luck doing so. I remember Damon, somebody asked Damon, what do you do if your staple goes through your sign? He says you throw it away. That's kind of scary. There's a red light in the right hand corner. You need to hit it, Lorraine. Hi, Carol. Sometimes the chat moves so fast it's hard to keep up. No, I've been watching, and I went back, Reba, to see, and there were no comments. So they're being filtered. Thanks, Carol. I appreciate all of you so much. Your prayers and well wishes just mean so much to me. Okay, let's let this dry a little bit. I'm thinking I'm going to need another one of these. In fact, I know I'm going to need another one. Because how else am I going to tie it onto the board? So we'll just put another one right next to it. Did you ask, Lorraine? Oh, thanks, Reba. I missed you guys. I really did. I said, boy, I'm going to make it up to them. We're going to do a lot of things tonight. Yeah, she's definitely being filtered. Haven't seen, she said 5 times, Lorraine. I live in southeast West Louisiana. It is scary this time of year. I know, Danita. You're not kidding. Believe me, I know. You give up? Ah. Gosh. All right, Lorraine. Put in one word at a time. One word. Start now. Put one word in at a time. Thanks, Carol. Why would she be filtered? I don't know why Facebook does it. I really don't. This bad hurricane was Rita. Oh, I know. You guys get it there too, just like we panic over here. Small. I see small. This, I got it at Amazon, of course. Small board. No, this is the large board, Lorraine. This is the large board. What? Easy shot. What size? This is the large frame. Flower board. If they still say flower board, I don't know. But this is the large frame. Go to Unique in the Creek on my website. Are you saying how much does it measure? I believe it's 15 inches. And the small board I think is 12 inches. But if you put in Connie M, click on my blue link. You have to click on the blue link to get 10% off. You're welcome, Donna. And you have to put in Connie M at checkout. I don't know if I'll have to ask about that, but do it just to make sure, and I'll make sure you have to, but I'm pretty sure those are the instructions I was given. Welcome back, Carol. The small board is 12 inches, I believe, and this one is 15 inches. I believe it tells you on the website, though, what size they are. Pretty sure the website will tell you. So now the fun part of putting the sign on the frame. The only hard part about any wreath, I think, is getting the sign put right where you want it. I was going to use black and orange balls because there's black in the truck, but I don't know. I chose white because there's white in the ribbon. Yes, I don't know. You give up, Lorraine? I saw your question. You asked what size board. This is a large board. Go to uniqueinthecreek.com on my website. Yes, try doing what Barbara says. Don't give up, girl. Don't give up. The small board's 12 inch. This is 15. Alright, I'm going to try to find the holes now. This is the fun part. I did see the one word at a time. Okay, try doing 2 words at a time. Because I saw, go back. Go back. All right. I'm going back. Okay. It says, Lorraine, type, okay, it says small board. What size? The small board is 12 inches. The small board is 12 inches, I believe. This one is not the small board. This is the large board. Go to the Unique in the Creek website. Not yet, though. wait, stay with us. And then you could, I'm pretty sure it tells you. But I'll measure it for you in a minute here. This board. Got those two in. When you're putting your sign in, try not to put it in too tight because you don't want to squish all this pretty mesh. Oh, I have small boards. Gotcha. You have small boards. This is the large board. So what did you need to know about the small boards? Can you use the small boards? If you're asking if you can do this on the small board, you can. I have small boards. I saw that. This is like playing charades. No, right, Linda? So when we reach our goal, we're going to play some Trivial Pursuit. Poofs. What size for the small board? You could use 8 to 10 inches, Lorraine. 8 to 10 inch poofs of the small board. And it depends, if you're using 21-inch mesh with the small board, then I would say you could use either one, 8 to 10 inches. These are 10 inches. I know, Facebook can stink sometimes. I did 10 inches on this one. And this is 21-inch mesh. You're welcome, girl. We finally got it. Okay. So now I need to, oh shoot. What did I do? Guess what I did? Guess what I did, guys? You know what I did. I showed you what not to do again. I just showed you what not to do. Guess what I did? 10-inch mesh, use 10-inch poofs. Lorraine. No, I did this. I did the tag, but I put the truck in upside down. Oh gosh, I put the hanger in, but the truck is upside down. Oh gosh, what not to do, right? You know me with what not to do. I put this darn old truck upside down. Ah, all that work. Good night, Mary Lou. Oh, it's not your fault, Lorraine. Believe me, I would have done it without you. I would have done it without you, girlfriend. Yep. This is what not to do. Listen, ask anyone that's been here all the time. I always show you guys what not to do. Let's do that again. Yes, welcome to my what not to do lesson for the night. All right, the hanging wire is right here. So let's try to put this truck in the right side up. Oh gosh. Yes, you know me, the what not to do queen. Yeah. Right, Angela? We probably could have gotten away with that, but I don't think it would sell too well. Thanks, Michelle. So the large board is 16 inch in diameter. The small one is 12 inch. I rolled this truck tonight. Oh gosh, you know me, guys. All that work, I thought I was doing well too. Shush. For Christmas sake. We haven't even started on the angel yet. It's going to be a long one tonight. No worries, Candy. You gonna leave that twain on? What twain, girl? Drunk pumpkin hauler. Oh, are you talking about the string? I don't know. We'll decide that if I ever get this darn truck on the right way. Did I say hi to Gina? If I didn't, I'm saying hi again, girl. Hey, Nellie. I thought you were here earlier. Did you leave and come back? Are you asking me if I'm going to leave this string on? I don't know. You think I should? Should I leave the string on or cut it off? What do y'all think? Wouldn't take much to cut it off. Cut it off. My daughter-in-law brought me chocolate cake. Girlfriend? Cut it off. All right, I'll cut it off. I'll cut it off. Listen, right now my concern is getting this darn truck on here. I could cut it off. And I was doing so good too. I thought I'd get through one night with what not to do, but you know, that can't happen. Okay. Truck alone and move the hanger instead. No, Alma, because there weren't any holes to put the hanger in. There's designated holes for the hanger. All right, I'm cutting the string off. Hopefully I won't cut the mesh with it. Those rum cakes. No, no, no. I'm allergic to alcohol, so I can't eat that. And you could taste the rum in those cakes too. So my Chanel balls are getting buried. All right, so now we need to put some. Yeah, they're separate. Yeah, I'm allergic to alcohol. Unfortunately. Well, it might be a good thing because knowing me, I'd probably be an alcoholic. Well, how do they get the rum flavor? Isn't it from rum? All right, let's put some what do you call these things? Tails on. We're going to put some tails on. Technical part. Yeah, ribbon tails. That's what it's called. I loved Evelyn's tree too. I've never made one of those, but I've seen them done before. Yes, she did do good. All right. So I only had 2 cut because I had those cut ahead of time. So let's cut some more. And I cut them 13 inches because by the time you dovetail them, then it's 12 inches. So I cut them 13 inches. She did do a great job. Good night, Mariana. Well, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how many I need. What help to find that out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. All right, so I need 21, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you think, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on every one on the top and every other one on the bottom. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more on the top. And then how many are on the bottom? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's 16 on the bottom. So I need 8 for the bottom and 6 for the top. So how much is that? 8, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let me count these again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. One more. 14. I'll tell you what, this stupid thing falls all the time. all the time. Hold on. Where did I get this from? Hold on, guys. Got it there. Good night, Carol. These Dollar Tree Betty Crocker scissors aren't too bad. Nick Credico said he loves them. You have a pair, Brenda? They gave them to us at the Crafters Convention. I know. I think I saw them on Scott's site. They have them at the Dollar Tree over by where they have all the, what do you call it? The, you know, the, like stuff for cooking. You know, the spoons and forks and all the gadgets for cooking. That's where these scissors are. Yeah, they're Betty Crocker scissors. Oh, shoot. You guys didn't remind me. You know what I forgot to do? You guys didn't remind me. Oh, gosh. Another thing of what not to do. The one time you don't remind me, I don't plug my phone in. Lordy, lordy. There's Lisa. How are you, girlfriend? Yeah, he sells them on his site. I think I saw him there. Plug up the phone. Yep. I didn't plug the phone in. Thanks, Debbie. I need to, Tracy. But hey, I have all these awesome followers that remind me what to do. All my peeps tell me what to do. Remind me what I need to do, because they all know me. I know, Candy. I know, girl. Time for a drink. I know, Nancy. You're right. So I always say Connie's Peeps because we have a group called Connie's Peeps. It's a free group and we just share our ideas and everyone supports one another. It's not to sell anything, it's just to share our ideas. Woof, we don't need this anymore. Put this away. So yeah, you have this truck, Lorraine. TMI gifts. I would forget where the reminder is. Listen, a reminder won't help me one darn bit because I'd forget to look at it. Hey, Susie. I'm glad you're doing good, girlfriend. Sure, go ahead, Candy. All right, Gina? Hey, I need you guys. Believe me, I need you all. Scott? What about Scott? Me too, Candy. I can usually remember if I write it down. That's the grocery list. But if I don't write it down, I can't remember. Got one more up there. This is a very popular ribbon. It was really popular last year, and I'm pretty sure it's out again this year. Thanks, Susie. Oh, you got the truck from Scott? Okay. You guys, do you click on my affiliate links when you shop? I would appreciate it if you do. Someday I hope to be able to put Evelyn on my what do you call it? Payroll. I have to have payroll to do it though. You do, Gina. On this one. I know you do, Evelyn. Right, Jane? Well, I want to put a few leaves on it too, so. And I was going to put a couple pumpkins on, but I don't think you'll see them. So I think I'll just stick to a couple leaves. Hi, Dawn. Thank you. Yeah, it was pretty stressful week. How come my ribbon tails never look as good as Damon's? I drank a little bit ago, Evelyn. I did. Thanks, Lisa. Thanks, Jane. Hey, Renee. How you doing, girl? So yes, please help us get to our goals. If you haven't followed my page, please do so. We're almost to 4,000. We're at like 330. Hey, Elaine. I forget what it said last. 34 something. I requested a catalog. My husband throws them all in the garbage. I got mad at him because he told the newspaper to quit putting sale ads in our mailbox, and I said, but how are we going to know what food's on sale? Thanks, Renee. Thanks, Lorraine. Did I not cut enough ribbon? I hope I did. You know me and my math. Yes, we have lots of thank you gifts. We need to reach 4,000 on our followers, 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube, and 4,000 viewing hours. That will really be a free gift. 2 free gifts if we reach that goal. Thank you gifts, they're called. Thank you gifts. I am Nancy. Hopefully. I am going to still attempt to make the angel tonight. I don't know if I'll get it completely done, but I am going to attempt it. If not, we'll finish it tomorrow night. Thanks, Reba. I have it all prepped, ready to go. Right, Nancy? I know, I have to make up for lost time. Remember, guys, I have my auction sale Friday night at 7 p.m. The witch's hat I already made, Reba. That was first. Wow, that's neat, Candy. Two more tails, and then a couple leaves, and then this one's done. You missed it. You can watch the replay, girlfriend. It'll be there. Yeah, I miscount. Wait, I miscounted all right. Let me see. Oh, what the hey? What the hey? I did something. Oh, wait. Where the hell is this one coming from? Where'd this one come from? Is that on the top row? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know where that one came from. Where's that one go? Did I miss one? No, I didn't miss it. Oh, for creaming. What the hey? That needs another twist tie for the top. That goes up there. Oh my goodness. No bow, Lorraine. Hi, Diana. I don't know where that twist tie goes. I really don't. But I think it goes up there. I think that's where it goes. Hey, Danielle, it's going great. It finally went by us. Thank God. Right, Diane? I don't know where the heck that goes. I almost cussed there for a minute. Because I really don't know where that zip tie goes. I mean, that Chanel stem. It's just hanging here. Where the heck does it go? But I think it goes on the top row. Because I'm done with the bottom row. Thanks, Lorraine. I really think that's where it goes. Well, that's where it's going to go. Let's put it that way. We'll just move this over. Move that over. Move all these over. Extra hanging bulb. I'm not supposed to have any extras. I'm sure it goes up there though. I'm sure that's where it goes. Seems like that one's close to that one. But let's put some leaves on this, and this is done. Okay, let me get some leaves. Don't be funny. Let's just add a few leaves here and there. And we don't need this anymore. Can you even see these leaves? Stick them in folds. Let me cut them off first. Don't want them too close to each other. Thanks, Bobette. ones would be pretty. Yeah. Can't see them very good, can you? Let me get my other ones out. Welcome back, Renee. Reba. There we go. You can see those, right? Thanks, Leslie. The green is better. Yeah. I'm going to try to make my team colors. Awesome, Lisa. I'm just going to add a few leaves because I don't like to add a lot of stuff. Because I don't like to take away from the mesh. Do all green. Let me see. Yeah, we'll do all green. Oh, we got a brown one there. Alright, that one's going to go back. Thanks, Danielle. Blue and golds on top. Alright, we're just going to glue these babies on and be done. Oh no, my apron just broke. Darn it. Darn it, darn it. Let me ask you real quick. Do you think the pumpkin should be on there? What do you think of the pumpkin? Can't really see it, can you? Let me glue these on. In there. Ow. No pumpkin. I didn't think so. I didn't think the pumpkin would work. Yeah. Ow. Need a white pumpkin? I don't have a white pumpkin. You know, I would stick these in if they would cooperate, but they don't. They don't cooperate at all. Like right in there. Awesome, Lisa. I know, Donna. It would be good. Just don't have one. I just don't have one. That one's already glued on. That one glued on. That one's a little close to that one. I need another one. I need a couple more. Yes, I could add it later. I could. Okay, I need another one right here. I do have some acorns. I do. Let me add a brown leaf. How's that? Oh, I could do that. You know how much I love painting, Dolores. You know how much I love painting, girl. Alright, where is this one going to go? Here? Or here? Good night, Lorraine. Just put that other little green one I had. Right here. You think we still need acorns too? Or is that good? How about pine cones? Just like the first green ones, but that's you. What you mean? You don't like these? How about a couple pine cones? I'm just going to add 2 pine cones. Oh, I bet, Lisa. Or are we supposed to add 3, right? We're supposed to add an odd number. Tuck them. Yep. I'm tucking them, girl. And then that's it for this. The pine cones, I like them too. That one's not even sitting on anything. What the heck? I gotta add some more glue to this one. Thanks, Donna. I don't know, this one don't like to stick. Thanks, Danita. Lordy, do I need another pine cone? Let me see. That one got, I should have put that one. Did that stick? You know, it sticks when you don't want it to. I'm going to move that one over here. That's what I'm going to do. Put some more glue and move it right here. All right, that's it for the fall wreath. Thanks, Evelyn. All right, let's go to our favorite thing, my favorite thing. Y'all know what that is. Oh, I forgot to put a leaf away. We'll just stick that in. Thank you, Linda. Thanks, Danielle. So if anyone would like that wreath, $45 plus shipping. All right. I have a little bit of a surprise for you for the angel. Just a little bit. Thanks, Kathy. Woo. Thanks, Lisa. All right, get off of there. Yes, Christine, these are my pills for $115. $115. Thanks, Debbie. All right, so for the wreath, for this angel, we are going to put the ribbon up the sides instead of mesh. I won't lose them, girlfriend. I'm watching them closely. Well, I can't say I won't lose them because you know me. You know me too well. Thanks, Lisa. All right, so this is what I'm going to do for the sides of this angel. I should have put the mesh in first so I could see how long it had to be. Thanks, Tracy. We'll see if it's too long. Hopefully not. Y'all know how I fold the tails for the angel. Thanks, Alma. I thought this would be so pretty going up the side. I put it in a little bit too short, but it's okay. And this time I'm using 3 different kinds of white mesh. The wings are going to be completely different mesh. Well, not completely. This kind and then the other kind of white that I had. Because I wanted to finish it up. Did you guys watch Lori struggling with the glue, with the zip tie gun? I was laughing at her. She just can't get it mastered, but she was doing better. Hi, Debbie. Ah, that's okay, girl. You can watch the replay for the witch's hat. Hey, MJ, how you doing? So this is the Unique in the Creek triangle board. Used to be called the tree board, but they've changed it. I did a witch's hat in the beginning, Debbie. This is my third thing tonight. Good night, Alma. The only thing I wish I would have gotten done. Oh, you're canning, MJ? That's always a fun job. Yes, Danielle. Well, I did a camouflage angel with a ribbon. Thanks, Debbie. So it's not really my first ribbon one. So I know you guys know you just pull the two corners out, fold in the middle, and then turn it to get your petal fold. They're getting in the way over here. Let me move them out of the way. But I think this is going to be a gorgeous angel. I haven't yet, Christine, but I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about doing an angel in all ribbon. But I'm prone to do white angels. Hey, Helen. Sure, Patricia. Yes, I'm prone to do white angels and just colors on the side. Okay, so here's the ribbon. I cut it in 14-inch pieces. It's 2.5 inch. Fold it in half so you get the middle. And just scrunch the middle and then fold it so it looks like that, and then just stick it in your zip tie. This must have some yucky zip ties in it. Again, that's funny, MJ. Again, just fold it in. Aw, thanks, Kathy. We're doing much better now. Scrunch it, fold it. It's past us. Aw, thanks, Lisa. You're a sweetheart. Get back, Reba. And stick it in the zip ties. And I'm looking at these zip ties. I think these are the yucky ones. I may not be able to use the zip tie gun, because the zip tie gun breaks these. So this is the sunflower petal fold. You pull the two corners, scrunch up the middle, turn it, and turn it up the pretty side up. I do think this is going to be gorgeous. Three more events and I'm done. Amen. Awesome, MJ. Thanks, Reba. I like it too. These actually go pretty quickly when you have it all prepared. Thanks, Patricia. Thanks, Judith. So if you have not followed my page, please do so. Good night, Danita. So happy you joined us. We're trying to get to 4,000 followers. Slowly creeping up. We're slowly creeping up. Oh boy. I know it does, Bertha. I never thought of that. Oh, how do you do that, Danielle? You cutting down tree branches? 9 inches, Linda. The mesh is cut 9 inches. And the ribbon's cut 14 inches. You found me, Helen. So happy you found me. If you click on the 3 dots at the top of the page and turn on the notifications, you do have to keep checking those though, because I've heard Facebook turns them off. Thanks, Kathy. I think I like it too. I thought I would like this for sure. You do have to keep checking those notifications. Someone said Facebook turns them off. Good night, Donna. I miss not being able to use my zip tie gun, but these chintzy old zip ties break with it. Is Evelyn going to bed? I missed that. Night, Evelyn. Good night, Christine. You made it, Denise. You're welcome, girl. Are you, Linda? I bet it's pretty. But like I think a ribbon one would be beautiful. Ugh. But I like white angels. Although I made some colored ones too, so they probably would be pretty with a all ribbon. Are you using 2.5 inch ribbon? Well, that's neat, Danielle. So you know I saved the best for last, right? I love making angels. Really, Helen? Wow, that would be interesting. Yes. The wings are also 9 inches. But it's white mesh that I'm going to be using. That's a good idea. We can't make them with pine trees or palm trees. Good night, MJ. I can't believe I broke my apron strings. Hung up on the vine across from my driveway last week, and I mean, oh, really, Danielle? That's funny. Thanks, Linda. I'd like to see a picture of that, Helen. Can you send me a picture? What's a gumball machine? Are you talking about a real one? Fabric glue them on. Yeah, I'll have to try to sew them back. It's just one came off. Well, the rain finally has stopped, I think. Kids still don't have school tomorrow, though. We haven't had mail today. Even McDonald's was closed today. We'll get this one done. What do you think? What do you think, guys? This is kind of a wonky zip tie here, but it's holding. You know those zip ties everyone was talking about, 1,000 for $8.99? Well, let me tell you, they're not very good. Oh, I'm sure, Gina. My cousin was going on a cruise. Gonna watch replay. Dogs bugging me. Night, Reba. My cousin was going on a cruise Monday to the Bahamas. I highly think that's not gonna happen. That they can do that. If you keep going, I will keep coming. Thanks, Bonnie. Yeah, you have to keep turning on those notifications, I guess. I don't know why people have said that they've turned them off. Who knows what they're doing. Thanks, Linda. Terracotta pots. Awesome, Helen. I would love to see them. I never heard of that. So, yep, don't forget my auction sale Friday night. Get some really good deals. Hi, Sandy. This is a ribbon one here. Where were those? Amazon, Renee. They're 1,018 pounds, supposedly. 8-inch zip ties for $8.99. Don't get them. Believe me, they're not good. I paid $20 for 1,000 zip ties. So that's the difference. The old saying, you get what you pay for. Hi, Sandy. Yep. Do they, Gina? Are they 18 pounds? Because I looked at our Walmart. They didn't have 18 pound 8-inch. I looked at our Walmart, Home Depot, Harbor Freight. Nobody had 8-inch, 18 pound zip ties. Amazon, Renee, but the ones I get are $19.99. 8-inch, 18 pounds. I think these were 6-inch. I'm not sure. But, yeah. Really, Gina? Yeah, I get the ones that are $19.99 on Amazon. Much better. Yeah, it's hard to find 8-inch, 18 pound zip ties. Very hard to find them. Yeah. You could use 6-inch also. But it's that 18 pound that's hard to find. Oh, that sounds nice, Linda. Now, if I could find white ribbon with gold, something like that, I would definitely use that for an angel. Does anyone else have a hard time finding white ribbon? I have an awful time finding it. tired. Oh, hey, Elizabeth. Yes, I've been here since 9, girlfriend. I'm doing much better. That storm has finally passed us. Thank you so much for all the well wishes. You can't find white mesh, Gina? I can't find white ribbon. Not getting tired yet, Kathy? You're eating popcorn? That sounds good, girl. All right, Bertha, you take care, girlfriend. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Is tomorrow Wednesday? Yeah. Well, I'll be here after my class tomorrow. But we won't be making 3 things tomorrow night. This was a marathon for sure. Oh, that sounds pretty, Linda. Yes, it does. Prayer works. Believe me, it works. Thank you so much. Any kind, Darlene. I'm looking for any kind of white solid ribbon. I wish this ribbon would be pretty with white, just like this, only white with gold. But I have an awful time finding solid white ribbon. Helen, we made, let's see, I made a witch hat and I made a fall wreath. Either one, Darlene, 1.5 or 2.5. Either one. I wish I could find a 50-yard roll of white ribbon. I really wish I could. This but I think this is going to be awfully pretty. Yes, I made a witch hat, Elizabeth. Yes, you'll have to watch the replay, guys. You have to watch the replay. I'm getting behind on putting my videos on YouTube. I have to get back with it. I'm kind of behind on a lot of things this week. Hey, Debbie. How are you? I I just like to know how Damon can keep 1,100 people watching at 1 in the morning. Really, Nellie? Yeah, I wish I could find a 50-yard roll of white ribbon. I'm better now, girl. What are you doing for the head this time? I'm going to put a gold tulle on the head with gold flowers. And I didn't get to get that part done. I finished all the other prepping with all the other things I made, but I didn't get to get the head done. I should look in the wedding section. That's a good idea, Gina. But I'm sure it's not going to be 50-yard roll. And you have to be careful in the wedding section because not all the ribbon is wired. Gina. I am making a Christmas angel, Lisa. I am. So where did Damon told me to go? He told me to check with somebody. Garden centers or something. Because I always make the flowers. Garden clubs or something. I can't remember what he said. I'm going to have to watch the replay. It is 12:10 here, Elizabeth. After midnight. I only have till 1 o'clock before Facebook kicks me off. Home and garden. Is that what he told me? Were you watching that night, Darlene? Debating on whether I'm going to do any shows this year. They are a lot of work, and I didn't sell any wreaths. I sold a lot of those mesh angels, but that's about it. And it's a big job. Those sales are a big job. Lots of lugging. And people want you to give the wreaths away. I mean, I was selling my wreaths at those shows for $35. Would you believe it? And I couldn't sell them. Oh, there's a store called Home and Garden. No, he told me to check with some kind of garden club or something. I'll have to ask him. Hopefully I'll remember to ask him tomorrow night. Almost done with the mesh. I got to the point where I was just almost saying 25, you know, just so I wouldn't have to lug them home. And people still didn't want them. No, I was going down to 30. That was my final straw. But I was willing, at that point, I was so tired, I was willing to hand people the mesh, the wreaths, just so I wouldn't have to take them home. Aw, thanks, Elizabeth. I know, right, Lisa? I know. I make Damon's eyes turn when he knows what I sell my wreaths for. He gets mad. He says we're crazy. Well, we all know I'm crazy. We already know that. Had nothing to do with my wreaths either. I know, Helen. You know what it is too? There's a lot of people making wreaths now. So that kind of makes it hard too. I was going to do a sale down here last year, and there were 7 other wreath makers there. They wouldn't let me do it because there was too many of them. Yeah, local is different. Very true, Gina. All right, one more ribbon. And then it's time for the wings. I don't know. It's going to be cutting it close till I get kicked off. Let's get the wings done. So y'all know the wings are 6 sections, 6 pieces in each wing. Pull it, scrunch it up, and then count 5 from the bottom. And put your clothespin in. And then I'm using this kind of white on the wings. Pull it, scrunch up 5 inches from the bottom, and add it to your clothespin. They buy the cheap wreaths that are made out of Dollar Tree mesh. See a lot of them, but my work. I know, Helen. I know. People want to pay $5. They don't want to pay $45. So that's when I started making those small angels. And I sold them for $5. And I sold out. But you know what? You can't lug all that stuff there to be selling stuff for $5. It's just not worth it. You're welcome, Linda. So, yep, there's 6 pieces to the wings. That's 6 yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. That's what you have to do, Gina. It's just what you have to do. There's one wing. Now when you go to the other side, make sure you lay the wing the right way so that the pattern matches. Because I have made that mistake. Let me get the Okay, Lisa, I will. Okay. So now make sure you lay them the right way and put the pattern the right way, because I've been known to make that mistake. So you have to make 6 pieces. Well, actually, you have to choose one of, if you're going to use 2 different kinds of meshes for the wings, you have to actually cut 8 of that piece, of that kind of mesh. Because you need 2 extra pieces, which I'll show you when we get to that point. What you do with it. So you need, actually, if you're going to make one one type of white mesh, you need 14 pieces cut. did not. Thank you, Lisa. I did not. Remind me before I put the head on. You know me, I'm bad about that. Five, one more piece. One more piece. All right, so here's my extra 2 pieces. Where the heck are my zip ties? There they are. So you need 4 more zip ties for this part. Well, I need one for the hanger too. All right, so get your group of wing pieces, wrap a zip tie around it. Don't pull them too tight, but tight enough to hold the sections. That's one. Two. All right. Cut these little wings off. You don't need them that long. All right. Whoa. Get up there. Okay, so now bring the angel back over. And I'm gonna put, oh wait, I did put a hanging wire on. I thought I didn't. I forgot I preloaded this. I preloaded this board. Use a board when you made the hat. I used a witch's hat from the Dollar Tree. Witch's hat frame from the Dollar Tree. Okay, so lift up the second row that you added mesh to. Put the zip tie in this second hole right here. I need to lock the door, which I didn't do. Hold on, guys. Yep, I forgot to lock the door. Okay, so lift this up, fold this bunch towards you, and grab this zip tie that you put around your wings. Awesome, Linda, thank you. Okay, so tighten that. Now you add glue to your board. Try to stick this bunch under the bunch of wings. So now that you have it connected, that's when you can pull the zip tie on the bunch tighter and cut it off. Put glue on your board. this bunch of wings down. And then you could pull this. Okay, Lisa. Pull this tight. Alright. Now you lay these over top of them. There's one wing. Okay. Get the other wing and do the same thing. Add your zip tie to the second row that you added mesh to, this hole, the outside hole. Lift this up. Grab the wing section. Fold it towards you so you can grab that zip tie that you attached to them. Darn it. I usually try to put the bunch under this zip tie on the board. I'm going to try to stick it under there because I pulled it a little too tight. I think I can still get it under there. Get under there. Oof, well, all right. So now is when you tighten these zip ties that you wrapped around it. Put your glue on your board. Pull this zip tie tight. All right. There's your second wing. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to do the head, which is the other challenge we have. I'm going to use this gold tool. Okay, don't tell me I have... Did I put too many wing sections on there? Because I only have one left. Why do I only have one left? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Should have another one around here somewhere. There it is. Thank you. On the floor as usual. You need to see what I'm doing. You couldn't see any of that, Sandra? Could you guys not see what I was doing? So this is gold tulle that I bought at Hobby Lobby. And this is a styrofoam ball that I cut in half, 5.5 inches. And you can't make it much thicker than this because the tulle's not very thick, or very big, I should say. So just cut the tulle to cover the head. My hands can't see. Huh. So I'm just wrapping the tool around this styrofoam. And I'm going to use glue and U-pins. Just wrap it around this styrofoam. And I'm going to get some U-pins. You can now? Okay. And just stick the U-pins in the tool and into the styrofoam. You could also paint this styrofoam, which I have done in the past, but this tool seems to work pretty well. You really have to cut this styrofoam short enough to have the tool fit. Unfortunately, you can't use the whole half of styrofoam. Which I usually like to do. Hey Jackie, how you doing? Alright, so now I'm going to just go around and put a little bit of glue in here to hold that tool on. To get the little flowers that I forgot to bring over. Hold on a second. Ugh. I'm just going to glue these flowers across the forehead. Oh, got a runaway ball there. I'm finishing a Christmas angel, Jackie. This was the third thing I've made tonight. We did a witch's hat. We did, I did a fall wreath. And just finishing up with a Christmas angel. Making up for lost time that I haven't been on, girl. So I'm just gluing these gold flowers across. on a roll, girl. I am. I have an auction sale coming up Friday night at 7, so thanks. Thank you, Jackie. So I want to get some things done. Whoops. So that's that. I have 20 minutes before Facebook shuts me off. I think that's pretty straight. That's always an issue for me, getting this straight. Alright, let's get this angel back over here. Put her head on. Try to make sure it's straight, which is always another challenge. Yeah, 4 hours is it. You only get 4 hours. I came on at 9, so I mean, I could shut it off and turn it back on, but that may be what I might have to do tonight. Just for a couple minutes anyway, because we're pushing it tonight. It's straight. Is it straight? It looks straight. Hopefully it's straight. So I need to turn it over. Oh, sorry guys, I bumped you good that time. This is the part I hate, because you have to wait for this to dry. Really, Jan? I'd be surprised if it doesn't. Well, let's just say this. If it cuts me off and I'm not done, I'll restart it. Because they've always cut me off. So if they've changed that, that would be nice. This is the boring part, waiting for this to dry. Need more glue. Just putting the U-pins in to hold the styrofoam. And I might put one more down there. Just one more. I'm not gonna mess around with holding it forever tonight, so I'll just turn it around and push on it while I'm finishing it up and making a bow. Thanks, Monica. Okay, so you remember I said you needed 2 extra wing sections. Let me put this up because this tool catches on everything. These 2 extra wing sections it's ribbon, Jackie. It's all ribbon. These 2 extra wing sections go right in these 2 holes. Thanks, Tracy. Good night, Venus. Good luck tomorrow, girlfriend. So you take zip tie, pull your section like this, scrunch up the middle, and turn it, but you're gonna grab it a different way than the rest. So you put your zip tie in there, grab it in that section right there where you folded it, and pull. And it's just meant to cover up this hole right here. And then the same thing on the other side. In this hole right here. Pull it, scrunch it up the middle, and just grab it with the zip tie. It's a zip tie gun, Jackie. It pulls the zip tie and cuts it. And that's what you need the other 2 sections for. I need to get the ribbon back because I forgot about the bow. So we're going to just move the angel over so I can make a quick bow. I always do this backwards. Thanks, Jackie. Yes, it's a wonderful tool. Let me dump these zip ties out because otherwise they're going to end up on the floor like they do every time. I'm trying to hurry so I don't get kicked off. Alright, so just bring it out to the goes. I thought that was weird. That goes over here. No wonder I didn't have any room. Alright, so go out to the 5. Bring it over. Give it a little twist. I do. I love it. Go out to the 5. Bring it over. All right. And woof. This other gold ribbon. Quit now. Quit coming apart. This one got a little bit longer. All right. Bring that there. Bring this out to the 4. Out to the 4. Alright, just pull it out. Put your zip tie around it. So now I need another piece of this ribbon. To set the timer, which I just did. Alright, so now fold the ribbon in half. You can cut it, but I usually just fold it in half and wrap it around the center just to cover up that chenille stem. I don't know if I'll be able to put a knot in it or not. Well, can't put a knot in it, but I will put some glue on there. Let me try that again. Maybe if it was even, it would help. Just put some glue on here to hold it. Try not to burn myself like I always do. Always. Always, always. Alright. Let's bring the angel back over. Oh, I always bang you around when I do that. I think we're just gonna make it, guys. Just gonna make it. Let me cut those tails. Oh, you're welcome. And that is it for our angel. We did it. I made it. I made it before I got kicked off. So that's it. She's a pretty one. Thanks, Kathleen. Tell me this thing's not crooked. Is it crooked? Guess what? If it's crooked, it's going to have to stay crooked because there's no way I'm going to be able to change it. Thanks, Helen. Thanks, Tracy. All right. So, I don't even think Facebook times you anymore. Thanks, Dolores. I think they just zap you off. Used to be that you had a timer, you know, they'd have a timer on there telling you got 5 minutes or whatever. But there's no timer. So, all right, I'll put this camera up, say goodnight properly. I know. So I'll put the camera up and we'll talk and let's just see if it cuts me off in 4 minutes. It'd be interesting. Thanks, Michelle. Thank you. At least from here it looks it. Yeah, it probably is a little bit, but you know what? It's going to have to stay that way because there's no way I could change it. No way I could change it now. Thanks, Linda. So, you know, she's 45 or with 45 plus shipping. Show the hat? Yes. I will show the hat. Here is the hat. So if it cuts me off, I'm going to say goodnight and God bless you all tonight. Yep, it's cutting me off. It says 4:58, so it is going to cut me off. So, all right, guys, you have a wonderful night. Thank you for being here. Love you all, and God bless you. Good night.